Hello, good afternoon, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the Altitude Room, of course, here in Maroochydore CBD. What an amazing venue. Certainly on behalf of the entire team at White Maroochydore, we extend a very warm welcome to you all today. For those that are buying in the room, those that are bidding, we wish you the best of luck in your endeavours in a moment's time. But first of all, by way of introduction, my name is Dan Soden. And certainly if I haven't met you before at the auctions, it's a delight to do so this morning. Of course, we should have brought the grazing plate to the front, I suspect. Obviously, there's a large queue around the grazing plate. We've got plenty of water, plenty of drinks on behalf of the team, I should say, tonight. But certainly do indulge yourself here this afternoon. We certainly welcome you along, and we're certainly excited for what the night will bring. Of course, 10 wonderful properties on the order of sale we've had in the market over the last 4 to 5 weeks. On behalf of the sellers that are here tonight as well, we wish you the best of luck, and certainly thank you for choosing the team at Ray White at Maroochydore. For those that are bidding on the property tonight, of course, we wish you the well on your journey to home ownership, and we'll be into the auctions in a moment's time. First of all, I'll draw your attention to the terms of sale, the documentation, just in case it is your first auction here with the Ray White Group. The terms of sale, the documentation is unchanged from auction to auctions here in Queensland. Of course, we're selling today on an unconditional basis. That means that Section 3 and Section 4 of the terms are deleted. They relate to the finance and the buyer's inspections terms. For those bidding on the property as well, you also acknowledge that the cooling off statement is also waived from the contracts today, giving it its unconditional nature. Of course, those that are bidding, you have pre-registered here tonight. You have potentially variations on deposit and or settlement dates. Of course, at the start and the commencement of each auction, I'll articulate any variations around those particular lot items, so all bidders will be aware, and of course all bidders can be bidding on those variations of terms just the same. Of course, we are settling residential property here in Queensland, but with absolute knowledge that the knockdown price is of course the sale price. There is no GST that's payable above and beyond the contract price or the knockdown price here this evening itself. Folks, there's the terms of sale. If you are bidding as well, just show me your bidder number tonight on your first bid. That ensures that I understand that you are registered to bid. And of course, the name to which you have registered to bid in is of course the name to which you have signed the documentation and the name that would go into the contract of sale itself. So just on your first bid tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you could just show me your bidder number, then certainly happy to take bids from you throughout the auctions themselves. Now, as I've said, we've got 10 wonderful properties on the order of sale. The agenda for tonight, we're going to move sequentially through the order of sale, 1 through till 10. If we move from lot 1, we sell lot 1, and then we'll move sequentially to lot 2. If for any rest assured, we will bring the property back live tonight. We will obviously bring it back to the marketplace, hopefully call the property on the market, and if you are bidding, give you a chance to re-participate in the auction itself. So obviously the lot numbers will be up here on the big screen behind me, and if you're watching online as well, they'll be there and clear for you so you understand clearly which property you may be bidding on. Lot number 1 through to lot number 10 in the order of sale as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, if there are any questions at all throughout the auctions tonight, please direct your questions to the listing agents or a member of the White Maroochydore team. We're all on hand to help you and to make you feel comfortable in the auctions this evening. Folks, we're about done through the housekeeping tonight. Bathrooms are out the back, of course. Drinks are at the bar. Food, you know where it is. Folks, we're moments away from the start of the opening bids tonight. Folks, let's go straight down to the call. Lot number 1, of course, Pam Thomas and Megan Murray, the marketing agents on behalf of the Team Thomas connections here tonight. 2 of 1 George Street in Alexandra, Headland. Let's take a look at the video and then we'll go straight down to the bidding. lifestyle there in Alexandra, Headland, George Street, so close to the surf. Of course, you can simply stroll down from your very spacious abode on the terrace there, down to the beach at Alexandra, Headland, of course, or even over the hill to Boulevard. Your choice of cafe and restaurants and conveniences in that immediate location. The Golden Triangle, as they call it, in Alexandra, Headland. Ladies and gentlemen, what's it worth to you for opening bid offer tonight? I'm in your hands, a starting call, if you will. Apartment number 2 of number one George Street, of course, Alexandra, Headland. Where do we go? Call it out. Where do we start, folks? I'm in your hands. 7 to go if you like. At $700,000. There's the opening bid away now at 700. We're going 20s from here. At 7 the bid now buys at 700,000 to make it 720 on the call. At 7 the bid now buys at $700,000, make it 720. 20 bid now buys 720, bidding in 2. Welcome along. At 720, would you make it 40? At 40 bid now buys at 740. 40 bid now buys 740. Round me out, chasing 60 if you like. At 740 bid now buys 740, 50 or 60, your choice. At 740 bid now buys at 740,000. Pam, I thought we'd bid 800 by now, or well and truly advanced to this in the Golden Triangle. At 740 bid now by 740. Take 60 or 50. Let you through the door at 50. 50 bid now. At 750, 50 bid now buys at 750. At 750, 50 bid now buys $750,000. Got to do a bit better than that at 750. At 750, 50 bid now buys at 750, 50. Here we go. At 750, 50 bid now buys won't take less than 60 here. At $750,000. Don't shake it that way at 750. At 750, 50 bid now buys at 750. Here we go. At 750, 50 bid now buys at 750, Jason. First time here at 750. Second time at $750,000. Pam, I think we can do better. At 750, 50 bid now buys. Jason, they're saying no. They're saying hold on at $750,000. We're not quite on the market yet at 750, but we're going to give you some time. At $750,000. Third call here, Pam. We'll hold that one over. At $750,000, we're confident we can come back to the lot number 1 a little bit later tonight, but that's okay. It's 750. We're going to keep moving along to auction number 2, of course. Then we're going to pause that auction at lot number 1 at $750,000. If you've been bidding on the property, we will bring this auction live and back a little bit later on in the schedule tonight at $750,000. Not quite enough to get us on the market. We're going to pause that auction and we're going to move along to lot number 2. We won't delay the evening. We'll give time for those buyers to continue the conversations, of which there are many on lot number 1, of course, at this stage. Lot number 2, Niall Malloy and Ari Wisson, of course. Number 16 of 42 to 46 4th Avenue here in Maroochydore. Wonderful 2-bedroom apartment. Let's take a look at the video, Jake, and we'll go straight to the bidding. Hotly contested location, this one in Cotton Tree. You can see by the aerial images how close it is to the beach over to the east and, of course, to the river to the north. So central, a level stroll into all the facilities. 109 square metres gives you plenty of space to relax and unwind there at 4th Avenue. Of course, Niall and Ari tell me plenty of inspections during the campaign. Quality numbers of registrations here this evening, of course. Variations out to 45 days on settlement already approved with our sellers today. What's it worth to you if you don't bid offer tonight? Niall, I'm in your hands. Ari, starting bid if you like, folks. Where do we start? 660. Hayden, take your bid away now at $660,000 as there's the opening call. Can we move quickly now to 700? At 660, 60 bid now by 660. Welcome along and good luck on your journey now. At 660, 60 bid now by 660. Make it 680. At 660, 60 bid now by chasing 20 on top. At 660, 60 bid now by 80. 80 bid now is bidding in 2 at 680 and good luck as well at 680. Here we go. At 680, 80 bid now buys at 680 chasing 7. 680 the bid. 7 the bidder. At 777 bidder now buys, would you make it 720? At 7 the caller now buys, bidding at 2 at the moment, all in now 720 now. At 720 20 bidder now buys at 720, would you make it 40? At 720 20 bidder now buys 720. At 720 20 bidder now buys 720,000. At 740 on the voice now, 740, good bidding here. At 740 chasing 60, call it out now. At 740 bidder now buys 760, can I say? At 740 bidder now buys at 20 bidder now buys 760, Jason. At 760, your move to 780. At 760,000. At 760, 60 bid now by 760. Go to 80 now. At $760,000 bid away. At 760, 60 bid now buys at 760. 760 the offer. First time now at 760,000. Quickly to 80. Second time now at 760,000. Third and final call, $760,000. A further advance. 5, 760. Would you make it 770? Going tens from here. Maybe? 765. 65 the bid. Not happy with that? 765. That's 765.5, but it now buys bidding at 5 and 5, and here we go. That's 765.5, but it now buys at 5 in front at 765. That's 765.5, but it now buys at 765. 70 on the voice. 75, sir, if you like. Or 80, raise the stakes at 770, but it now buys at 770,000. That's 770, but it now buys at 770. First time here at 770, won't delay. Second time now at 770. Another 5 on top at 75. Logical move to 80, if you like. 775, the call. At 775.5, but it now buys 775 and down to 5s. At 775.5, but it now buys 80 or 800. Your choice. 775. First time here at 775. Wide to my left, Noel, and your right at 775. Second time at 775. Third and final call at $775,000. Are you sure? Hayden, one last time if you like. 775. 80 if you're in. 775 the call. Hate to sell it if you're going to bid again. 775. Niall, do you want some time there at 775? We might give you a few moments if that's okay. Niall, we're very close here at lot number 2 at $775,000. Bid away here on the extreme left at 775 the bid at $775,000. Niall, I might give you a few moments there to have a quick conversation with that lead buyer outside. Of course, Hayden, that's your opportunity as well for your buyer to continue to consider the property at $775,000. We might just give us 1 minute if we like with a little bit of music, if that's okay. The bid away we're holding is at $775,000. Hayden, I'll let you continue to talk to that underbidder there at 775. We're going to pause this one momentarily. We're going to hold the auction up for a second and then we'll come back in a moment. Some music. We might just go let Niall and the team continue those negotiations on holding over lot number 2 at 775. Certainly expecting a favourable outcome there a little later on. So we're going to move along and then we're certainly going to come back as well once again. Lot number 3, of course, on the order of sale, 1005 at number 1 Market Lane in Maroochydore. Of course, Ruben Park, the marketing agent. Now, unlike what the order of sale suggests, this property has sold prior for a figure of $851,000 with a pre-auction offer. Of course, congratulations to the sellers at $851,000. The property, of course, here sold. Well done, Ruben. It was not sold for $705. It was $851,000. That is lot number 3. Of course, there in the CBD building there at Market Lane, just around the corner. You can almost see the building right out that western view from where we stand at the moment. Then moving along to lot number 4, of course, apartment number 12 of number 9, Kippara Lane, there in Cotton Tree as well. Leading the team, of course, Pam Thomas and Megan Murray once again. And congratulations to those sellers as well. We have reported a pre-auction offer has taken the property off the market at $800,000. So congratulations, that one is now sold. Lot number 4, of course, so well done to the ladies there. Lot number 2, of course, Niall, we're still waiting on your instructions on before the break. The bid was at $775,000, and we're going to keep dancing along here. We're looking forward to coming back to lot number 2 in a moment's time. Let's keep the show rolling, though, into lot number 5, of course, this evening. Number 59, Lord Howe Circuit there in Banya. Jake, let's take a look at the video on lot number 5, and we'll come back for the bidding. congratulations, of course, to the marketing team, Lim Sarich and Ruben Park, of course, and the representation of the property there in Banya. A great 4-bedroom home sitting on 350 square metres of land, makes it nice and easy, maintenance-free living there in town. Of course, very close to local schools, amenities and shopping centres. Once again, plenty of registrations on the property tonight, folks. We look forward to your participation in a moment's time. Where do we start? The bidding, of course, lot number 5, number 59, Lord Howe Circuit there in Banya, folks. I'm in your hands for a starting bid. Where do we go? In your hands. 740, sir. Welcome along and good luck on the journey. Number 66, and here we go. At 740, 40 bid now buys at $740,000. There's the opening bid away. Let's take 60 to go. At 740, 40 bid now buys at 740, chasing 60. At 740, 40 bid now buys, opening bid away at 760, 760 to bid. At 760, 60 bid now buys, 760, chasing 80 if you like. At 760 the call, 80 to bid. Back in front at 80, would you make it 8? 880. 780, not 880. At 780, bid now buys 780, just made 100 for you then. At 780, bid now buys, would you make it 8? 8 the bidder now. At $800,000 bid away, bidding in 2 now. At $800,000, can I make it 820 for you? At $800,000 a bid. At 8 the caller now buys, make it 820 on top of the last. At $800,000 an even money bid now. At $800,000 still 2 going. At $800,000 a caller. At $800,000 a bidder now, make it 820 if you like it. At $800,000, Liam, you ask the question quickly now. At $800,000 a bid away, can I make it 820 for you now on the call? At $820,000 if you would. At $800,000 we can't sell it there. At $800,000 need to be better than that. At 820, can I suggest for you quickly now? At $800,000 a bit away. First time here at 820 the call, 20 the voice, 20 on the voice, and he's back in with the starter at 820, chasing 40 now. 820 the call, still in 2, 840 back at you. At 840, can I say 60? At 840 the bid. At 840, 40 but now buys bidding in 2 at the moment, still at 840. A further move from you, sir and ma'am, if you like, at $840,000 now. First time here at $840,000. Second time in fair warning at $840,000 now. Can I take 20 to go to 60 if you like? At $840,000. Third and final call. Liam, do you want to ask that question now at 840 going to 60? They're saying no. They're saying yes at $840,000. Your choice. 45. Would you make it 50? We go in tens from here. No. You can always ask. You can always say no. And if you're bidding later on, you can always say no as well, but that's okay. But 845, new leader back in front at 845, round out at 50, won't take less than 5 now at 845,000. At 845.5, but it now buys 845 the offer. At 845.5, but it now buys 840. Ruben, I'll let you ask for those instructions now. At $845,000, there's the bid away. At 845, bidding in 2 at the moment, $845,000. Your move now. At 845, the caller, you're in front, good place to be. At $845,000, first, second, third and final call at $845,000. Liam, I'll let you go to work now at 845 the bid. We're not quite there and on the market at this stage, but I'll let Ruben and Liam continue those negotiations and keep moving along at $845,000. Now, where's Niall from lot number 2? Have we got some new instructions there at this particular stage on lot number 2? We were holding the bid over at $775,000. You're asking for 5 more minutes? That's okay. I've caught that signal. I understand what that means. We're getting very close. We're going to come back to lot number 2 in a moment's time. Of course, we're going to keep dancing along to lot number 6, ladies and gentlemen, here, moving along the order of sale nice and quickly and efficiently here. Lot number 6, of course, the apartment at number 6 of number 68, 6th Avenue here in Maroochydore. Let's take a look at the video. Pam Thomas and Megan Murray, the marketing team, once again. We'll have a look at the video and then we'll come back for the bidding. Yeah, if you know 6th Avenue well, it's an incredible position. Oh, we're going to have another look at that one, are we? We're okay. We're back in live. We're good to go. Seen it once. Okay, here we go. Getting ready for the bidding tonight, folks. Number 6 and number 68, of course, there in 6th Avenue. So close to the sea. You can hear the waves rolling in there at Maroochydore Beach just as quickly as you can, of course, smell the coffee from the coffee shops in and around the very locale that it is. King Street at one end, of course. The beach at the end, at the other end, I should say. So central, an 82 square metre apartment, folks. What's it worth to you for open bidder offer today? It's recently refurbished as well. Some beautiful ceilings, some high ceilings, I should say, if you've been having a look at the photos there on the big screen just the same today, folks. Certainly stunning living right in the heart of Maroochydore today, folks. What's it worth for open bidder offer tonight? I'm in your hands, Pam and Megan. Where do we start the call? A Wakefield 82 square metres there of living, beautiful lifestyle awaits. Holiday accommodation or permanent residency. We'll let you decide it out later on this evening, folks. So opening calls, where do we start? In your hands. Somewhere to go. 650, 550, 550. Here we go. Opening start, bit away, 550, 50 bid now buys. I thought there'd be hands in there. 6 the bid now. At 6 the bid now buys, make it 6.5. At 6 the bid now buys, 6.5 now. At 650, 50 bid now buys. At 650, here we go. At 650, 50 bid now buys. We're chasing. Would you make it 7? At 650 the bid buys. I'll let you through the door at 75 now. At 650, 50 bid now buys. 650. Would you make it 7? At 650, 50 bid now buys. 650 the bidder. At 650. At 650, 50 bid now buys. 25 on top. Pam, if you like it. 75 bid. Here we go. 75 the offer. At 675, warming up nicely now. Would you make it even money? 7. At 675 the call. At 675 5 bid now buys. 675 chasing 7. First time here at 675. Second time now at 675. Further advance if you like. You're at $675,000 a further move. Can't buy unless you're in front. I know it's obvious. Sometimes it's good to be reminded. 675. Your move to 7. A little bit of time maybe, 675, little gaps everywhere. Here we stand at 675. Interest on everything tonight, just getting them over the line at the last stage. 675 the bid. Would you make it 7? Have a think about it. Can't sell it there, 675. Very confident we'll do better than that at 675. First, second, third and final call, Pam. You're happy to continue on with that one. We'll just pass that one straight in. I think, Pam, at 675, we'll go straight to negotiations on that afterwards tonight, folks. At 675, we're going to pass in lot number 6 here. Instructions on lot number 2, Niall, as well, if you can. We're going to go all the way back to lot number 2. Thanks, Jake, if you don't mind. And Niall, where do you stand?
So at 790, bid over on
Yep.
the left-hand side?
On the market.
On the market.
Yeah, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been keeping score on lot number 2, and I can see it's on the big screen as well, the bid before the break was at $775,000. And the negotiations with our highest bidder, that bid's been increased to a figure of $790, sir, confirming the instructions. We're now on the market to sell. At $790,000, we're on the market and we are selling. At $799, bid now buys at $790,000, we're on the market and we are selling. Hayden, any further advance? We are selling at $790,000. At $799, bid now buys. I go around the crowd one more time. I'll seek your last and your final instructions tonight at $790,000. We're on the market and we are going. First time here at $790,000. Second time, and be sure on your call at $790,000. Hayden, any further advance from this stage at $790? We sell. Third and final call. We are going. We are selling. Any further advance tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations and well bought at $790,000. Certainly lot number 2 has now sold. Congratulations after a protracted negotiation between the highest bidder and, of course, our sellers. We're certainly pleased to report we have now sold lot number 2, of course, this evening. Moving along to lot number 7, Reuben Park, of course, the marketing agent. Apartment number 706, there in the beautiful M1 building in Maroochydore. Let's take a look at the video and then we'll come straight back to the bidding. Thank you. Incredible property there at the M1 building, apartment number 706. Great views, of course, over to the river and over to the CBD as well. 127 square metres of indoor and outdoor living, of course. Really does make this living amazing on Duporth Avenue. Ruben, I'm ready when you are. Opening bit of wait tonight. I know there's plenty of registrations here tonight. 950. Opening call away, bit of wait, $950,000. Quick start and a fair start at $950,000. Now let's move quickly to $1 million from here. At 950, 50 bid now buys at 950. Here we go at $1 million bid now. At $1 million bid now buys at $1 million. The offer making $1 million at 50. At $1 million bid now buys at $1 million. The offer bidding at 2 and good luck on the journey at $1 million the call. At $1 million the offer chasing $1 million and 50 on top of that last at $1 million here. At $1 million 50 bid now buys at $1 million and 50 making $1 million 1. At $1 million 50 bid now buys bidding at 2 at $1 million and 50,000 the offer. Bit away now at $1 million and 50. At $1 million and 50 bid now buys chasing $1 million 1 if you like it at $1 million and 50 on top of the last. 1-1, here we go. At 1-1-1, bidding now buys at 1 million 1. At 1 million 1-1, bidding now buys at 1 million 1, chasing 1 million 150 if you like it. At 1 million 1-1, bidding now buys at 1 million 1, here we go. At 1 million 1-1, bidding now buys at 1 million 1-1-1-1-1, here we go. Only one more if you like it. At 1 million 1. At 1 million 1-1, bidding now buys at 1 million 1. Jason with you on the phone at 1 million 1. At $1,100,000 the offer. First time here at 1 million 1. Second time at 1 million 1. 1,150 on top. 1,150. There we go. Bid number 59 at 1,150. You had 1,150. 50 bid now buys at 1,150. You had 1,150. 50 bid now buys at $1,150,000. And here we go. At 1,150. 50 bid now buys at 1,150. At 1,150. 50 bid now buys at $1,150,000 the offer. And here we go. Ruben, seek those instructions now. At $1,150,000 the caller. At $1,150,000. Can I take 1.2 to go? At 1,150. 50 bid now buys at 1,150,000. You had 1,150,000. 50 bid now buys at 1,150,000. At 1,150,000, 50 call it now buys, make it loud and clear. $1,150,000 the offer. At 1,150,000, move quickly now. And Ruben, that means you move quickly now as well. At 1,150,000, I know it's a big room, it's a wide room. At $1,150,000 holding on the extreme right and left here. At 1,150,000 to call, ask those questions here. At 1,150,000, bit away to my extreme right and holding the call. First time here, I'll give everyone fair warning now. At $1,150,000 a call. Second time at 1,150,000. 1,150,000, Ruben. Your call's now 1,150,000. Holding 2. Second, third and final call at 1,150,000. Silence is deafening, isn't it? You can hear pin drops, so you can hear chips crack on the charcuterie board at the back there. The elevator, level 9. All you got to go straight here. Auctions at altitude. Let's go. Ruben, 1,150,000. Where do we stand at the stage? $1,150,000 a bid. 1 second. Okay, we're moving quickly now. We've got the jog on. We're pacing. Bill. Trying to improve his calves. Well, he is getting married in a few weeks' time, so he's certainly working it out now. $1,150,000 looking trim, taut and terrific, Ruben. But where do we stand tonight? At $1,150,000. Where are we up to? 116? Yep. We're on the market. Sir, ma'am, at $1,160,000, confirming that bid with you now. Thank you. We're on the market to sell at $1,160,000. We're on the market to sell today, ladies and gentlemen, $1,160,000 at $1,160,000. And good luck. Hold on with me now at $1,160,000. 60 bidding now, buyers. I go around the crowd one more time. I'll seek there's no more further bidding. If there's no further bidding, you'll be the owner at $1,160,000. 60 bidding now, buyers at $1,160,000. First. Second time, Jason, any further advance with your buy at $1,160,000. We are selling on the extreme right. Third and final call. We are going. We are sold. Congratulations and well bought at $1,160,000. Declare the property is now sold. Congratulations to our buyers and our sellers. That is lot number 7 is now sold at $1,160,000. Moving along nice and quickly now to lot number 8. If you've been looking for waterfront living with all the amenities and all the conveniences without the maintenance, the number 31 Meridien Drive, of course, should be the absolute top of your list. Sitting there in the beautiful Sunshine Cove precinct, Niall Malloy and, of course, Ari Wiss and the marketing team on behalf of the team at Ray Wide. We look forward to your bidding in a moment's time. Let's take a look at the video if you don't mind, and then we'll come straight back to the bidding. It's a real sight to behold, this one. If you're sitting there on the balcony, maybe jumping in the pool, that beautiful summer light, that golden hour into the afternoon, absolutely outstanding. A wonderful position there. On the waterfront, of course, in Sunshine Cove, they're not going to keep making them, that is for sure. And your opportunity tonight to secure one of the absolute best in the area. Tonight, Niall, where registrations are done, we're in the room, we're all ready to go. You're here, I'm here, buyers are here, sellers are here. Ladies and gentlemen, what's it worth to you? If an opening bidder offer tonight, I'm in your hands for an opening start or bid away. Where do we go? Someone to commence. 1,000,007, surf bid away, 1,000,007, and good luck on the journey as well. At 1,000,007, 7 bid now buyers at 1,000,007, let's keep moving now and 50s from here. At 1,000,007, 7 bid now buyers at 1,000,007, make it 1,000,750, chasing 50 on top of the last. At 1,000,007, 7 bid now buyers at 1,000,750 here, bidding at 2 now, and good luck as well at 1,000,750, 1.8 would be the next move from there. At 1,000,750, the bid now buyers at 1,750. At 1,750, 50 bid now buyers at 1,750, chasing 1,008,000. At 1,750, 50 bid now buyers at 1,750. He had 1,750,000, 1.8 the mil. At 1.8 the bidder now buys at $1,800,000 stacked on top of the last at 1,008,000. At 1,888,000 bidder now buys at $1,800,000 the offer, chasing 1,850,000 or 1.9. At 1.8 million the call. At 1,888,000 bidder now buys at 1,008,000, make it 1,850,000. At 1.8 million here in the middle. At 1,008,000, hold the call here at 1,008,000. Niall, you asked the question here at 1,008,000. Is that the best at 1.8? I think we can go again at 1.8. I think they're asking the question now at $1,800,000 here in the middle still. At 1.8 million, your bid, good bid. At 1.8 million, chasing 1,850,000. First time here at 1.8 million. Second time at 1,008,000. Third and final call at $1,800,000. I think there's some conversation still to go on here now. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. $1,800,000 is bidding in 2 at the moment. We are a little short here, but we're going to give the sellers an opportunity to make a decision, of course, and continue the conversation with our bidders here in the room. That is lot number 8, number 31 Meridien. We're holding the bid at $1,800,000 if you've been keeping score. No, I'll let you go to work there for a few moments, or would you like me to carry on? I can give you a bit of time at $1,800,000, of course, is the bid. We're going to give Niall maybe a few moments, if you don't mind. We'll play some music as well. We'll let everyone sort of rejoin the security board. I think there's a little bit going on out there at the moment, so certainly feel free to jump on board with that. But at $1,800,000, we are, of course, holding the bid. Of course, if you're keeping score, of course, we're into auction number 8, of course, of 10. 4 have sold so far on the journey. 4 out of 7 have sold so far in the evening. If you are keeping score and watching the market as we speak, lot number 8 we're holding over, and then simply 2 more lots to go this evening. Lots number 9, of course, lot number 10 coming up a little bit later on. But certainly wish those parties the best of luck with the conversations and negotiations going on right now on the current property with the current bid amount at $1,800,000. We might play some music if you don't mind, and we'll come back in a moment's time. I know you're really enjoying those 80s beats that were on there for a moment's time, and hopefully you enjoyed. You've taken the advice and you've jumped in and grabbed a snack in that brief little intermission. Of course, during the break, we've been hard at work, and Niall and Ari have been working feverishly between those buyers and, of course, the sellers to see if we can raise the stakes and bring this property onto the market. We're certainly pleased to report that if you've been keeping score, the bid was at $1,800,000 before the break. That bid has been increased to a figure of $1,860,000. Sir, ma'am, confirming the bid now. The instructions are we are on the market to sell. At $1,860,000, we're now on the market and playing for keeps. We are selling here at $1,860,000. Any further bid, this would be the opportune time to welcome you back in. But at $1,860,000, we are now playing for keeps. At $1,860,000, folks, I'll go around the crowd one more time. I'll seek your last and your final instructions tonight before we sell number 31 Meridien Drive, the beautiful waterfront home, at $1,860,000 for the first time here. And fair warning, Niall, we are selling. Second time still in your favour now at $1,860,000. They're saying no and you're saying yes. That's the way to buy the real estate, sir. Third and final call at $1,860,000. The gavel's in the air. We're going. Yeah, go on. Congratulations. Well bought. Congratulations to the new owners, of course, to our sellers. You're going to love living there on Meridien Drive. What a wonderful home. Sold tonight for $1,860,000. We'll keep moving along. We'll keep the show rolling tonight. Lot number 9, number 6, Forsayth Lane, of course, in Sunshine Cove. Let's take a look at the video, Jake, and we'll come back from there. Yeah, such a good spot there in Sunshine Cove. Ready to go. How good are we going tonight, Patrice? Going all right? Here we go. 5 out of 7 so far sold. Let's keep moving along. 5 out of 8, I should say. 5 out of 8 sales are going, selling at the moment. So certainly the market conditions are proving very good at the moment. Lot number 9, I should say, number 6, Forsayth Lane and Maroochydore. 165 square metres of indoor and outdoor living across 3 amazing bedrooms, couple of car accommodation, everything you need in a nice, compact home there in Sunshine Cove. Of course, Patrice, I'm in your hands for a starting bid tonight. Late registrations, of course, at play. We wish those parties the best of luck here this evening, folks. Where do we start? Opening bid away. I'm in your hands. 800,000. Here we go. Fair start. Thanks, Jason. You're in front at $800,000. Just be careful as well. Get around him. If you're hanging out with Jason, your chances are you might be bidding tonight at $800,000, and good luck on your journey now. At $800,000, bid away. Let's go on 20s from here. At $800,000 now, bid away. Make it 20 on top of the last. At $800,000 now, make it 820. At 820, 20 bid now, buyers. 820 bid away. Bidding at 2 now, mate. 20, make it 40. At 840, 40 bid now, buyers. 840 the offer. Certainly can't buy many in Sunshine Cove at this level. At 840, 40 bid now, buyers. 840 chasing 60. At 840, 40 bid now, buyers. $840,000. We won't delay numbers like this. At $840,000 chasing 60 on the reply. At 840 the bidder. At $840,000 make it 60 or go straight to 900 for me. You'll thank me later. At $840,000 here. First, second time now. At $840,000. Any further advance? And third and final call tonight. Well, Patrice, we're not going to worry about this too long, I don't think. I think we're going to have a line-up around the corner down to Flinders Lane into the coffee shop when they see the price on this one tomorrow. But $840,000 will pass the property straight in and wish those parties the best of luck in their conversations into the evening or into the afternoon. Of course, Rupert Park jogging his way to the stage. Moving along nice and succinctly, of course. Before we go to lot number 10, of course, we will officially pass in lot number 5, the property at Banya, at $845,000 to those highest bidders. I think going to continue the conversation with the sellers. If you've been keeping score on that one is now passed in at $845,000. Moving along to the last, about potentially the best, of course, Ruben, lot number 10, number 98, Bundilla Boulevard here in Mountain Creek, 1,000 square metre parcel of land so close to Boulevard. You never thought you might find one until you see things like this come onto the market. For those that have registered a bid, we wish you the best of luck. Let's go to the video and then we'll go straight down to the bidding. Righto, here we go. Moving along, here we go. Number 98, Bundilla, Boulevard and Mountain Creek. Lucky number last, the one you've been waiting for. You've been sitting, waiting with all the anticipation for the moment to arrive. And of course, you don't need to wait any longer than right here and now. What's it worth to you if you don't meet her offer?
600 to start.
600, here we go. Bit number are you, sorry, sir, there? Just want to show me that one once more. Thank you for 69, here we go. Better number 60, 650. Yeah, 650, 50 bid now by 650,000. Yeah, 650, 50 bid now by 650 to call. Yeah, $650,000 hands in now. Let's move quickly from here at 650. The bidder make it 700, Ruben, if you like it. Yeah, 650, 50 bid now buys. Can I say 7 for you? At 7 the bidder now buys. Bidder wait 7 even money now. At 7 the bidder now buys at $700,000. Would you make it 750? 725. 725 the call. At 725, 5 bid now by 725. At 725, 5 bid now by 725, chasing 750. At 725, 5 bid now buys round out at 7.5. At 725, 5 bid now buys 725. Would you make it 50 on top of the last? At 725,000 the bidder. At 725, make it 50 back at you now. 750 the bid. At 750, 50 bid now buys 750. Your instruction 75 if you like, at 750 the call. At 750, 50 bid now by 750,000 bidding in two at the moment, 750. 775? That's okay, confirm those bids, 755 instructions now at 755. Ruben, you happy with that one? 755. At 755, 5 bid now buys at 755. At 755, 5 bid now buys 755. The fives have got a good ring to it. You can make it 60 from here, or 65. Or any number over and above that. 60 the bid. 60 new bidding, bid number 68. Here we go. That's a nice and sequential order. 68 and 69. There we go. Here we go. At 760,000. At 760, 60 bid now buys 760,000. At 760, 60 bid now buys. There's the entrant. 765. Any further advance from you, sir? At 760, there's the leader now. At 760, 60 bid now buys at 760,000. At 760, 60 bid now buys 760 the bid. At 760, 60 bid now buys 760 the bidder. First time here at 760. Second time now at 760,000. 65. Thank you at the rear of the room, 765. Good loud voice. Just keep it coming, 765. Your reply, sir, to that would be 70 on the call. Can I say 75? 70 on the bid here. 770 the bidder. At 770, 70 bid now buys at 770,000. At 770, 70 bid now buys at $770,000. 1,000 metres. 770. Good call. 775, I like it. 80 if you prefer. 775 the offer. At 775, 5 bid now buys at 775. At 775, 5 bid now buys at $775,000. At $775,000. 80, the good call, 80. I like you more now. At 80, you're back in front. At 785, that's okay, sir. I'm friends with you as well now. At 785. At 785, 5 bid now buys. Can I say 790 for you? At 785, the bidder. At $785,000, there's the instructions here. At 787 and a half on top of your last at 787 and a half. 787 and a half against you for 2.5 at 787.5. Good instructions at 90. 790 the offer. Thank you for your bidding at the stage at 790. You're in front. At 790, but now buys at 790,000. At 790, but now buys at $790,000 here in the long bid in the middle. At 790, but now buys at $790,000. Late registrations, if you like, Kel, it's okay, $790,000. They should be ringing for this one. $790,000 away down the middle. First time here at $790,000. Second time and fair warning at $790,000. Third and final call, 2.5 on top, 792. 792 and a half the bid. Don't forget the 5 on top, Dan. At 792,005. At 792 and a half on top, that's a quarter rise on your last. At 792,005. 792 and a half the bid. It's away from you now in the front right. 95 on the voice. 95. It's only 2.5 on top. 795. Don't be afraid of 800. Worth more than that in my opinion. 795 at 1,000 metres. 795,000. Here's the offer. It's $795,000. First time here at $795,000 in your favour. Second time once again at $795,000. Second. Third call now at $795,000. You've seen it. You had some time to think about it. At $795,000. I'm quite confident if you plug it into realestate.com, blocks over 1,000 metres in the area, I don't think we'll find many. That's what makes it valuable. $795,000. Competition gives you confidence in your decision to bid. To buy tonight at $795,000. There's holding the bid. $96,000, $796,000 on top of the last, sir. You're back in front at $796,000 with one in front. Your opportunity now, sir. $797 the bid, $97 down to ones, $97 the offer at $797,000. At $797 bid and now buys at $797.98. Would you make it? At $797, 7 bid and now buys at $797. At $797, 7 bid and now buys $797. 99,999 bidding now buys $799. At $799 bidding now buys at $799,999 bidding now buys. Where do we go? $799 the offer. At $799.9 bidding now buys at $799. 800. Can't leave it there, can we? That was one each way. $799, 800. No, thank you. $800 the bid. $800,000. You're the highest bid of the stage. They're saying no. You're at $800,000 still bid. Ruben, I'll ask for those instructions now. At $800,000, there's the offer. At $800,000, bid away at $800. There's been a battle and two at the stage. Competition gives you absolute confidence in your decision to buy here and now. At $800,000, and here we move. At 98 Bundilla Boulevard, of course. At $800,000, even money bid being placed. I'll call 3 times. Third and final call to make a decision here tonight. At number 98 Bundilla Boulevard at $800,000 the offer for the first time here. And fair warning, Ruben. Pause. Second time at $800,000. Third and final call at $800,000. We are going to take a quick time out. We won't be long. A quick time out at $800,000. You can see Ruben's been pacing up and down feverishly between the buyers and the sellers, of course, tonight. We're going to give a few moments, of course, to continue those conversation. The last of the items tonight, the last of the properties, I should say, lot number 10, of course, at $800,000, of course, is the highest bid at this particular stage. We're going to pause momentarily and we'll come back to the live auction in a moment's time. Didn't realise we had all those commercials up there going along. Hopefully, property management services, finance services, all the services we can help you with when you're buying and selling property, of course. And Ruben's been running back and forth between the parties. Of course, we are pleased to acknowledge the bid before the break, if you were keeping score, was at $800,000. After a little bit of negotiation, sir, an increase of the bid to $820. Confirming that bid, thank you. The instructions are we're on the market to sell. At $820,000, we're on the market and we're now playing for keeps. At $820,000 to go in the crowd. One more time, seek your last and your finals. Lot number 10, the last of this evening, folks. We are selling at $820,000 to go in the crowd. In or out now. At $820, 20 bid now buys, $820,000. At $820, 20 bid now buys, $820 on top of the last. At $820, chasing any advance before we sell tonight. First time here at $820,000. Second time at fair warning at $820,000 now. Third and final call at $820,000. The gavel's in the air. We're going we are. Sold. Congratulations and well bought. Give your girlfriend a cuddle at $820,000. We declare the property is sold. Congratulations to the new owners, to the sellers. And my chance to bid you a very good evening. Thank you for coming along tonight. That draws a close to the order of sales. 6 out of 10 properties selling this evening gives you a wonderful insight into the coast property market. For all your buying and selling needs, the team at White Maroochydore, of course, here to help. My chance to bid you a very good evening, and we'll see you again at the auctions real soon.